Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Real Podcaster of Allestree. Thank you for tuning in. So you will see I have someone on the sofa with me. So this is Louise Hood, who is the owner of Pretty Me Beauty. So welcome, Louise.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me on this miserable wet morning, although hopefully when you're listening to this it probably won't be. Just before we get into finding out more about Louise, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the pod love that you gave me for the last episode, where we talked to Energy Studios, Georgina. So I've had some really good feedback and lots of views, so I really appreciate that. And thank you so much, because it sounds like you really enjoyed it. So, thinking about today then, we are going to get to know the lovely Louise a little bit more. So I'm going to hand over to Louise to tell you guys, who is Louise Hood?
Louise Hood.
Sounds very formal.
Yeah, I'm just a normal woman, just trying to do her best in business. So yeah, from Allestree, live in Allestree. Children go to school in Allestree. Got husband, dog, 2 kids. So yeah, and then I've got the 2 businesses. So just with the new one in Allestree just opening.
The fact that you're here, I think, is fantastic. You literally have just opened Pretty Me Allestree.
I know.
So when you said you went to school, did you go to school in Allestree?
No, so I grew up in Mackworth. I went to school in Mickleover.
Oh, I was going to say, because we might have been, the same sort of time. Well, I know I'm a bit older than you, but okay. So we've mentioned Pretty Me Beauty. Tell us all about Pretty Me Beauty. What is it? Where is it?
Oh gosh. So Allestree Lane. So we've got the premises which is next to the chiropodist.
Yeah.
It was a dream that I had years ago to own my own salon. Oh. And then fast forward 3-4 years later, and I've literally just opened the doors last Thursday to our second. Oh. So
wow,
really
that's exciting.
Yeah, really exciting.
So you started off Pretty Me in Mickleover.
Well, actually started off Pretty Me in my living room.
Oh wow!
In Allestree.
Take us back then. Go back a little bit.
So 2017 is when I started my beauty journey. So I've not done it forever. Not done it from school or college or anything. Just landed completely randomly. So my sister randomly was getting her eyelashes done by an amazing woman called Megan, who then trained me in lash extensions. So again, it was just like, my sister was like, what are you doing? What do you want to do with your career? Because at the time we'd made a decision that I was going to stay at home, be around for the kids more, school pickups and stuff, whilst my husband, did his career and was very successful in that. But it was just getting to the point where I'm like, what am I going to do? What exactly am I going to do? So
what sort of age would the kids have been when you were thinking about, right, what's for me then?
So 2017, how many years ago is that? 8 years ago? So they're 16 and 13 now.
Oh, right, So they weren't babies.
No.
But it was that point of your life where you're starting to think, they still need you, but maybe a little bit less demanding. Yeah. It's now time for me.
Yeah, and what can I do that will fit around the family as well? So I literally set up Pretty Me in my front room.
That's amazing.
Couch, I know. On Allestree Lane, because that's where we used to live. Yeah, which is really weird. So I've done a massive full circle.
How do I not know this?
I know. Well, the thing is, home salons can be quite tucked away sometimes, can't they?
Yeah.
And because it's so long ago, it was before the world of Instagram, before Instagram blew up, so it wasn't really on social media.
Yeah.
But and then we moved, so I didn't have anywhere to work anymore. So I then went to work at a salon. I was there for 2 years, learned a lot in that 2 years, and it just kind of gave me the fire in my belly to think, I want my own.
Wow.
Yeah. And
that's quite brave.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit crazy when I think about it, when I think what I've done. But it's all good.
Because I think we're so used to hearing people like, I've been in the industry years, I've worked in millions of different places, I've gradually worked my way up, and I thought, right, it's time to get my own. But you just bish bash, I'm in it, I'm doing it. and I want my own.
Yeah, I don't know if my age is like with being a bit older and kind of knowing what you want a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, I just thought I can do this.
Yeah.
You know, we were in a really lucky position that we could take that risk on me. So, yeah, and went to Mickleover. I actually sublet upstairs in Mickleover, so there was a hairdresser's.
Right.
So they sublet upstairs, so I started beauty there on my own, literally just me. And now we've got a team of 12 of us. So, yeah.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, and so I was there for a year upstairs, and then the hairdressers approached me and said, we want to sell our business. Would you be interested in buying us out for hair? And I was a bit like, you know, I've never done hair in my life. I've never done hair in my life or anything, but I thought, you know, give it a go. So, yeah, Mickleover turned into Pretty Me Hair and Beauty.
Yeah.
And then with Allestree, I've just kept it at beauty because the salon that we've moved into, I didn't want a huge salon for my second one, you know, with rent and overheads and things like that. So we've just kept that at beauty, where that's kind of where my heart and soul is, I suppose, and my knowledge and things. So so that's kind of, we've done a big full circle back to Allestree.
That is really, really incredible.
Yeah.
So are you going to have to split your time between both salons? How will that work?
So at the moment, I'm doing mornings in Mickleover and afternoons in Allestree.
Oh, so literally splitting your days.
Literally, yeah, because I didn't want, like, I love being at both, and if I could literally split my body in half, I would. Because I love working with the team. I love working with my team, and I love, you know, we all get on so well. We've got, you know, such a good relationship. And yeah, I didn't want to like do 3 days at Allestree and then feel like I've not been in Mickleover for a while. Yeah. And I think it's good to have like my presence as well there.
Yeah.
So just make
and
sure
I
everyone's
suppose
behaving.
In terms of travel time, you know, it's doable. I love Mickleover, you know. Yeah. I think Mickleover has got a lovely vibe to it. I really like Mickleover.
Yeah, it's brilliant, like with all the little pop-ups that are coming up as well. So, and there's a new wine bar opening, we think. You know, where the old Pinewood Studios is.
You heard it here first on the pod, on the real podcaster of Allestree. Get them on! Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's, well, it's rumoured, so not 100% fact, but yeah, the old Pinewood Studios is going to be a wine bar.
Because that's quite a big unit.
It's massive.
Yeah.
It's massive.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
I know.
So, you're splitting your days, making sure everyone's behaving themselves.
Yeah.
Have you got a good team?
Amazing. Absolutely. Yeah, incredible. They're all both hair and beauty. Yeah, I've got a really supportive team, and I've been we've had a couple of blips along the way. I think you learn in business as you go along. I'm still learning now. But yeah, the core people now, I've got a really supportive team as well. Like, we're all just friends, and it's lovely. Yeah,
that's nice. So you can trust when you're not there, things are just ticking along and they're doing a great job because you've got a great team.
Yeah.
When
I go on holiday as well, they always laugh at me because I literally say, "Do not ring me unless the salon's burning down." Because I'm just like, I know you'll be fine.
That's really nice though. You know, from the team's point of view, to have a boss.
Yeah.
Or an owner that's like, you've got this, I trust you.
Yeah.
You deal with it.
I've modelled it, everybody's self-employed within the salon, so it's under the Pretty Me umbrella. So really, like, everybody's, they're their own small little businesses under, I say little, you know, everyone's doing really well. I'm not really the boss, I'm just, I think the
facilitator.
I provide a home.
Provide shelter, and gas and water. That's nice though, because if they're in there doing it for themselves, they are, you know, they're running their own small business under your umbrella, aren't they?
Absolutely.
So, you know, it's in their interest to make it work really well, and yours to keep, you know, that team tight. So it sounds like that, you called it that model, that business model, kind of works really well for you.
And I'm so supportive as well of them. Like, I want their diaries to be full, and so I probably go above and beyond with what I do on social media, you know, for the team, but I wouldn't do it any differently. Like, I just want everybody, I always say, I just want everyone to be full, earning money, happy, customers, clients happy. You know, what would be the point otherwise? So,
and it seems to be going that way. It seems to be that's what you've already created.
Yeah, definitely.
So that leads us nicely into thinking, how do you find being a business owner and managing the demands and the responsibilities of running that business? So you've touched on it a little bit in terms of the amazing people that work for you, but how do you cope with the demands of running a successful 2-location business?
I'm yet to find out with the 2 locations.
Watch your space.
If you find me rocking in a corner somewhere,
wandering up and down.
Literally. Somebody just come and like scoop me up and get me a glass of wine. Yeah, please. Just wrap me up in a blanket. No, to be fair, 90% of the time, I absolutely love it. There's obviously parts of business that people don't like, you know, I'm not. My husband always tells me off my finance side of it. Like, it's fine, don't get me wrong, we're ticking over well, but I'm like a 15-year-old child. I literally leave it all to the last minute. Like, and I think with business, there's going to be certain elements, because for me, I'm spinning all the plates. So I'm the marketing, although we have got somebody on board helping our marketing now, but I was the accountant until this year. I've handed that over. So I'm just slowly kind of making sure that it's giving me a little bit more time. But I won't lie and say that I do get a burnout, and that's when I kind of just have to hide away for a week or so. So, you know, it's real. It's not all, you know, I think people have this idea of salon owner. She walks in with a posh car and a handbag on her wrist. It's not at all.
Floating around. Like, making it look easy. But actually what's going on behind the scenes and underneath is probably a little bit of a different story. Yeah.
Definitely.
It's that stress that you're carrying around.
Keeping it real as well, isn't it? And also, like, having children, you know, you've got all of that to balance and stuff as well. So, most of the time, absolutely love it, but naturally, some of it is hard.
Yeah. And you talked about burnout then, which is quite interesting, because it's not sort of routinely something we talk about maybe, but can you tell when that is coming? Are there signs for you to think, okay, this is getting a bit much, I need to take a break, or I need some help with this?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I have bouts of anxiety from time to time, so, and I can just tell, like, my anxiety presents quite like almost like I'm ill, so like flu,
very
that
physical.
kind of very, very physical. So I think to myself, I'm not doing very well here. Like, and my husband's amazing now. I literally say to him, I need, you know, because he's great at like just filtering it out of my brain with me, and he'll be like, well, you're just worrying about that and you don't need to. Like, so
it helps work through that. That's nice.
We are.
And thank you for being honest there. That's like, you know, it's nice to kind of talk about some of the real stuff that goes on, you know, for us, and the real struggles that people have.
Yeah, we're humans at the end of the day, aren't we?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I say it to my husband, I'm like, oh my God, I feel anxious. I can feel it and I don't know why. And he's like, right, okay.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, what's happening?
What are you thinking about? I'm like, well, I'm thinking about this. And he's like, okay, that's probably why. Let's just work through some of this. But it's important, and that's nice you got that support.
Yeah, definitely.
Cheers to the husbands.
Yes.
So, thinking about actual services then, what services can we find at Pretty Mickleover or Allestree? What are we likely to see?
So the obvious difference with the 2 is obviously hair. So we don't provide hair in Allestree, but all hair services in Mickleover.
Yeah.
So we've got a great team of 5 hairstylists in Mickleover. So they're all awesome. There's still a little bit of room for some more clients there. So a couple of them are only just kind of building their client bases up.
Yeah.
And then with beauty, I've tried to put everything under one roof. So we've got kind of your general beauty stuff. So your eyebrows, your eyelashes, waxing, massage, facials. And then we've got a couple of girls. So one of the girls does like skin tag removal, mole removal, you know, they're not kind of skin care.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known that. That's brilliant.
And then we've just got my sister on board, who is an aesthetics practitioner. So she's going to be doing some clinics in Allestree to start
Fantastic.
with.
So what do we mean by aesthetics then? So what can we expect?
So my sister's she's a nurse. She has been for, gosh, she'll probably tell me more than this, but 25 years, let's say, probably more than that.
That's so weird. Same as mine.
Yeah. And so she still works for the NHS, but she's got her business Maya Aesthetics on the side.
Right.
So on the side, she's doing amazing. So you'd expect Botox, skincare. She's really, up on her skincare. She thinks she's very much like prevent it rather than having to fix it.
Yeah.
Fillers. Yeah, she does all sorts. But yeah, if anybody wants a honest, professional, and amazing aesthetics practitioner, my sister is the person, and she won't make you look like you've had work done.
Yeah.
And
also got like a nursing background of over 25 years. That's
Exactly.
like incredible.
Exactly.
How unique is that?
Yeah.
Wow, exciting.
Yeah.
So if we're thinking about it, ladies, or men,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
I shouldn't categorise like that. If you're thinking about having something done, we have just found the most fantastic person for you to go and chat to and have a bit of advice on maybe some nips and tucks or whatever you might need.
Yeah, definitely.
Amazing. That sounds good. So if myself or one of our viewers did book in to Mickleover or Allestree, what would they expect when they walk through the doors? What sort of vibe are you trying to create? What is Pretty Me?
We're just trying to create something really normal, and that's probably the easiest way to say it. So me personally, and I know everybody's different, but I hate going somewhere where I feel like it's pretentious or you're being judged or looked at. If you've got, like, our clients could come in their pyjamas if they wanted to. We don't judge.
Good to know.
Yeah, I know. Even in appointments, I might actually do that. Oh, me.
When I'm just desperate.
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon, I'm desperate.
Yeah.
They're not coming off. It's like I'm just gonna have to go for it.
Yeah.
I've got no shame.
Exactly. But I might do that. I might do like a pyjama thing tonight or something for an evening appointment.
So normal, you're trying to create that normal space, no judgment here. What else? What else can we expect?
I think so from Mickleover, we've created, not just me, but just started as me. Just, people often say it's like coming into their friend's living room. So where they can talk about anything, we've laughed, we've cried, and we're like counsellors, which I love that part of my job. Like, I wouldn't have it any other way. It can be draining sometimes, because if you've seen 10 people in one day and they're all telling you their problems, but that's what we're there for. And that's the kind of the vibe that I want to create again in Allestree. So no judgment, just come in. If you're having a crap day, if you're having a great day, we'll be your cheerleader. If you're having a crap day, we'll put our arms around you and give you a cuddle. So and that's kind of where we are. That's
nice. And it's obviously, you are creating that vibe. That is happening. If people are coming in and sharing all their highs and lows and everything in between, you've obviously captured that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No, it's I love it.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
It's real. Maybe we need to do the podcast out of one of the salons. And capture what everyone talks about in a day. We might need to censor it.
I was just going to say, if walls could talk, lots of secrets. I have to hold on to.
That sounds really good though. That's like definitely my sort of vibe. Keeping it real. I like that. So thinking about that, do you have a target market as such, or are your services and your salons for anyone and everyone?
Anyone and everybody. Yeah. If we can make people, if they are, life is pretty pants sometimes, you have your ups and downs. If we can just make somebody feel nice, in an hour, or if they want to come for a couple of hours, feel pampered, not for extortionate price, then that's basically what we're all about. And yeah, no target audience whatsoever. Like, I've got one of my oldest clients is 92.
Oh,
so
that's amazing.
Going right down to 16. So yeah.
That's amazing. So something for everyone. And you mentioned your prices. Your prices are competitive.
Yeah.
You're keeping them, well, like everything else, real, but they are competitive, aren't they?
Yeah. And again, that's when I went into Pretty Me, I didn't go in to make huge amounts of money. That wasn't my kind of outcome. It was, and my husband would tell me off for this because he's like the finance person.
He's like, hello.
And then Louise, you meant to be.
I'd like to start winding down, and you could wind it up a bit.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, you know, overheads, rent, bills, they all need paying and things, and you have to make some kind of income.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I was never going to be, and I'll never be that person that will charge the extortionate prices, because at the end of the day, what's more important to me and the team is that if we can get somebody to have like a monthly treatment, they come and have their nails done once a month, and it's affordable for them, and it makes them feel better, then that's more important for me. Yeah.
So that's kind of going a little bit deeper than business and money. That sounds like it's more about what you find important, and you're actually providing more than just a service. You really want to, going back to this community thing, you're bringing people together. You're wanting people to have somewhere to go, to be able to let go of things for an hour or 2 hours or whatever, and walk out feeling really good. And that's something that bit like money can't buy. That's something that you're creating. That's something special and quite unique to you by the sounds of it.
Yeah, definitely. I
love that. So do you get time to have treatments or anything happen? I mean, you look great, so you must do. Eyebrows on point, eyelashes
only this
great.
morning. Literally, you look lovely. No, this morning my girls were even like, Mum, why are you putting this makeup on? I was like, oh, I'm going to be filmed.
I'm recording some content, girls.
Yeah, literally. No, I do. I am. So I have to have, one thing I do have to have is regular massages because of what my job does to my neck and shoulders. So yeah, I do treat myself to a massage every 2 to 3 weeks, which is really nice, bit of me time. And then if we have any quiet spots in the salon, we'll do each other's nails and stuff. So yeah, we do treat, you know. Yeah.
That's nice.
I do get a bit of time. I wouldn't say that I'm like, you know, I get loads of stuff done, but I try. Yeah, definitely.
And on that same sort of thread, when you're not in the salon, so when we're not finding you in either of the salons, what do you do with, if you get, I dare say it,
time?
What do you do with all your spare time, Louise? Yeah, what do you do for downtime or family time? Like, what do you like to do?
It's tough. That's a really tough question because I feel like I've got no spare time at the minute, which is all good. I love spending time with husband and my girls. The girls are 13 and 16 now, so they've just got their own social lives anyway. So when I have this idea of, we'll have a lovely day together, they're like, no, I'm going into town or I'm doing this with a friend. So
you can give me a lift if you want, Mum.
Absolutely. So
spend some time together with my spare time.
That's exactly what I'm doing with the spare time. Taxiing.
Back.
I'm going to put Uber on.
I know.
But I love going for a walk. Yeah, a country pub.
Yeah.
Pie and gravy and veg. No chips. If Matt's listening.
If the nutrition angel eye is watching, we don't eat chips.
No chips. Just
wholesome.
I just like spending time with people
that you love.
Yeah.
That's nice. So what's next in terms of Pretty Me? I know you've only just opened the doors in Allestree, but kind of what's next? Where are you driving to?
I think in the next year it's just concentrating on getting the place full of beauticians, nail technicians, therapists. So we're still advertising. We've got a lovely team, like a core team, ready to go now. But definitely want to grow that. And who knows where, maybe a number 3, but not yet. No. Yeah.
Wow.
Who knows?
Watch this space. So just what you were saying about wanting to grow your therapist for Allestree. If there's anyone out there that is qualified, can already do nails, beauty, that side of things, do they get in touch?
Absolutely.
If they're looking for a base?
Yeah. We so nail technicians, beauticians, massage therapists, anything that requires a treatment room, or if they want to do nails, we've got 3 treatment rooms and we've got 4 nail desks at the moment, so with room for more.
Get in touch.
And then we're hoping as well in the next kind of few months, that's been put on the back burner, we're going to be opening training academy as well.
Wow.
So a few other girls are going to be training, including myself. So that's
exciting.
Yeah, really exciting. And then that will then give people opportunities to obviously come and do our courses, qualify, and just helping people along the way. Really.
Oh, that's exciting.
That
is really exciting. So, lastly, Louise, for the question side of things, how do people book an appointment with you? How can they find out more, get in touch? What's the best thing to do?
So, you can give the salon a call. Fresher, which is quite a really user-friendly app now. I think a lot of beauty places, hairdressers use it. So, you can book online. All of our services are online. You can find the time that's suitable. If anyone has any problems with that, they can just give the salon a call. All that can be found on Instagram and Facebook at the moment. So we haven't got a website, but that is coming. So
another thing that's next.
Yes.
And if all else fails, can they just come in?
Of course they
and
can.
talk to you about booking in and what you've got available?
And we've got, hopefully, my children should have delivered many flyers around Allestree. So if you have got a flyer through your post box, 20% off first appointment.
Fantastic.
So, get the flyer. So, but we have got some on the side. So if anybody hasn't got one, then
and it's coming for a first appointment,
we can give you one. Yes.
You've heard it here, 20% off first appointment, people. So get booked in. That's amazing. Thank you for all of that information. It sounds amazing what you've built so far. It's exciting what's to come. You are like the modern day superwoman. Not quite sure how you do it all. And you're sitting here looking as fresh as a daisy.
Oh my God, no.
But it's fantastic. And congratulations with the new salon opening.
Thank you.
So this is the part of the pod now where we talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. So something that has happened to you or gone on for you that can either be described as really good or maybe a bit bad or maybe even a bit messy or a bit ugly. So take it away. What's gone on lately that might fall under good, bad or ugly?
Okay, so I've been thinking about this one. I was like, what can it be? It's really bizarre and a bit stupid, but literally last week I decided to stab myself in the thumb, about 2 weeks ago, just before obviously renovating Allestree. So I thought I was going to be like completely out of action. So it was a fun time. Oh,
you can actually see the puncture wound. I will just say you can see the puncture wound. But what did you actually do?
So I was cleaning out my Hoover.
Oh,
yeah. So you know the bit where the hair ravels around the bottom.
Yeah.
Normally I'd just get a pair of scissors. So whatever day it was, 8:30 in the morning, my cleaner was coming. So I thought I better clean the Hoover out.
Better clean before the
literally.
We all do it.
Yeah, I know, it's so bad. So anyway, I couldn't find any scissors, so I got a knife.
Oh no!
So I was literally like cutting through, and I just jabbed my hand just like a jacket potato, like you would a jacket potato, and then it bled.
Oh God!
I then passed out.
Blood phobia, right here.
Yeah, and then I had a panic attack. So it was
probably about what's going to happen to me in about 2 minutes.
Or before like 9 o'clock in the morning.
And this is when you're busiest,
literally.
Even busier than normal.
Yeah, literally.
You haven't got time, but you did end up in A&E, didn't you?
Went down to the walk-in a day later because everybody was like, Louise, you need to get it looked at. And I think I've just done some nerve damage now, so sorry.
Oh,
yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah.
So the thumb
feel the thumb
is struggling. Let's just say. So that's
my ugly.
I was going to say, does that fall under good, bad, or ugly?
Yeah.
Definitely ugly and bad at the same time. So, and then this is the bit now, Louise, where we do a bit of a flip and reverse it. So this is where you now ask me anything about anything you want to and sort of interview me for a couple of minutes.
Ooh.
So ask me anything.
So I'm super duper intrigued, like, where has this come from? Like, what's inspired you to do this? I think it's amazing. But yeah, what's inspired you?
It's a good question. So I love podcasts. Like, I love them so much. It is my favourite thing to do. I would probably rather sit and watch a podcast than anything on TV.
Okay.
So love podcasts. And I was listening to a podcast and it had this woman on. She was dead inspiring. And she was just talking about, if you ever have an idea that you think is a really good idea and you feel passionate about, just do it. Because if you don't, someone else will. And I kind of always like had that in my mind, and I used to listen to these podcasts when I was commuting to work. Had like an hour's journey, so I'd always get a good couple of podcasts in. And I kept sort of thinking about this, and I was like, I want to do a podcast, but what would I do it on? And I kind of mulled it over, and I work, like my day job, I work in mental health therapy. So I was like, do I do something down the mental health route? And I mulled that over for a little while and decided that's not the thing. And then it just came to me about like this local vibe, this local community podcast. We have got so much stuff going on in this local area.
Yeah.
As in here, Darley Abbey, Little Eaton, Mickleover, Corndon, like Duffield. There is so much going on and there's stuff popping up all the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, how can people know more and find out more about it? And actually find out more about the person behind the thing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's it.
I'm doing it.
That's my thing.
Oh,
that's my thing. So
though.
I just did it. Yeah. And I'm learning as I go. Like I talked to you about the tech earlier, having a bit of trouble with a bit of tech, but I'll iron it out. I'm learning as I go, but it's just fun.
Yeah.
Like for no other reason than just a hobby and to share with the local people about what we've got going on, because it's brilliant.
And you get to chat to people.
And I get to chat.
It's
I love
amazing.
talking. That's another thing. I actually really love talking.
Oh, that's amazing.
Good question. Thank you. So the last part then of the pod is just the shout out section. So I just want to give a bit of a shout out to a fabulous group that I've discovered on Instagram called the Mummy Social. Now these guys have created group meetups, group activities for mums with new babies up to the age of 2 years old in Derbyshire and the Midlands. It's a chance for mums and their babies or toddlers to get together, have something to eat, have drinks, have play dates with their babies, and be able to, more importantly, connect with other people and chat about what you're going through and the experiences of being a new mum. So meetups are hosted in kind of like premium venues. For example, there is a brunch on the 21st of February at the Binary in Mickleover. So only just up the road from us. They do afternoon teas. They've got a pancake day event. They've got loads going on. So check it out on Instagram. It's the Mummy Social, and join in to start meeting new people and start getting those babies together. So I'm well out of that. Though you are as well, aren't you?
God, yeah.
But
yeah.
you know, back in my day, I'd have loved something like that.
Yeah.
And there were like the odd baby groups, but this is a little bit different. This is a bit more, I think, intimate and personal and really meeting people and connecting. So that sounds great. So if that's your thing, the Mummy Social on Instagram, give them a follow and see what they've got going on. So this brings us to the end of the pod. Thank you so much for jumping in and having a listen, whether that's on the go or you sat with us and having a brew with us in this room. And thank you so much to Louise for joining me. It's been fantastic to get to know you a little bit more. Guys, I need to share this as much as possible. I need to widen my reach as much as possible. You've done an amazing job for me so far, but I need to widen this reach a little bit. So please do me a favour. Just tell one other person in your life who you think would enjoy watching this podcast. Just tell one person to follow me on Instagram, The Real Podcaster of Allestree, and to take a listen. If everyone just tells one person that they think, oh, they'll really enjoy that, it will widen my reach further and further, because there are so many people in this area and I really want to reach as many as possible. So help me out. I really appreciate it, because the more people this can reach, the more successful it'll be, and I'll be able to keep it going. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.